tell you, I guess the good Lord meant for me to be a duck hunter. Because the very first time I went, we flushed 500 birds off, and I've been hooked ever since. And ever since that day, I'm a gadget guy. I'm a gadget freak. I've always been looking for the one call that I just couldn't live without. And interestingly enough, I found it. It's the old Yentzen call, redesigned with a brand new proprietary material. It's called the Yentzen ONE. And Charlie, I got to tell you, you guys hit the ball out of the park with this, and it's a great call no matter the time of the season. You know, we live in Texas, and by the time we get to the end of the season, those birds have been shot at since September all the way to January.
That's right.
They get a little tough to call, and if you got a really hard-sounding acrylic call, sometimes they don't respond very well to that. This is kind of a marriage between an acrylic. It's loud enough you can get their attention, but it's still soft enough in my mind that it's almost like a wooden call. You can really soft sell these late season birds, can't you?
Yeah, you can. That's the truth behind the double reed. It's the truth behind the double reed and the material. That material allows it to be louder, and that material allows you also to come down with that lonesome hen quack, that real raspy quack. Some guys will adjust their call and they'll make it raspy. Some guys up in Arkansas will make them high. Either way you want to cut it, you still have that opportunity to do a low raspy quack, or you can do that loud highball as loud as you want to.
You can do the loud highball. My experience with late season birds is that like any day, you've got to read the bird. Some days they're going to respond a little different to different things than they are on other days, but in general, I always think of late season duck hunting as a soft sell proposition. It's going to be as important. Call makers probably don't want to hear this, but it's as important as anything to be in the right spot, to be on the X, to have done your homework, have scouted,
right.
Know that you're where the birds want to go. They're weary, they're tired, they've been hunted, they've been pressured, and they just don't like the kind of thing you do early in the season.
Yeah.
This kind of call, tell us about the call and why it's so good at that soft sell, that soft sound. The material, I think.
Yeah, it's the material. Plus, you've got it screw locked together, so you've got you've got zero air loss coming out the end of it. The double reed with the trip. Let's look at the inside of this thing. We have upgraded all of the internals. So we've upgraded the peg, we've upgraded the trough, which is your soundboard, your tone board, some people call it, and then we've upgraded all the insides with this double reed. Obviously, you've got the rivets here, which don't allow it to stick, whether it's in freezing conditions or where we're at, it's always wet. So this never sticks on you. So you've got these components going through this material, which gives you that real lonesome hen quack or that way up there in the air highball. And like you said, these late season birds, anything can flare them off. It's kind of like a weary turkey, I mean, boom, you see them and they're gone, you can't touch them again. And that's the way these late season birds do. You can do all you want, and a lot of guys will change up, they'll change up their strategy late season, and they really don't pressure those birds. They really move way around on their properties, But again, like you said, you're up against the wall when you've got these birds that have been shot up from Alaska, Manitoba, all the way down through us to the Central Flyway, Pacific Flyway, and those areas. So that's why you need something that's a little bit more versatile. And, we understand that everybody wants different types of calls. We do too. We just wanted something that if a guy needs one call that he's going to go out and duck hunt with, whether it be early all the way through the late season, and it was going to stand up, he wasn't going to be switching up reeds, he didn't have to replace reeds, he doesn't have to shave reeds. I mean, we've got calls, Lynn, that are coming in to our shop from the 60s to repair. If a call will last that long, what else do you need but one?
That's exactly right, and this call is really a great product. I'm going to screw it back together and give the folks looking at this an idea of what the sound is. You can crank down on this call. But you can also soft sell on this call. You get them in the hole, you hadn't blown them out.
You get them to commit, you get them to cup, and it's over.
Boots down, it's time to pull the trigger.
That's right.
Late season birds can be tough, but they can be a lot of fun as well. They're prime in their plumage. They're as fat as they're going to be. They're great eaters. And this is a great call to call them in with late season birds with the Yentzen ONE. For more, go to outdoorchannel.com.